Welcome back to Main Street Living. When we think about the impact of small businesses and entrepreneurs in our society, we probably think about economic effects, right? Creating jobs and development in their neighborhoods.
But sometimes the impact goes way beyond money. Charles Foreman's ice cream shop is helping his customers become better neighbors. Charles, welcome to Main Street Living.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Charles, you own a ice cream shop in Washington, D.C. called Everyday Sundae. Great name, great idea. Tell us a little bit about your shop and about the neighborhood that you find yourself in.
Sure. Well, I appreciate you guys, first of all, putting a spotlight on us. First of all, we appreciate the exposure, but the attention is, we're not attention seekers. But the long story short is we're in the Petworth neighborhood. It's an up and coming, developing neighborhood. Actually, I don't like to say up and coming. I like to say revitalized. It's a community in Washington, D.C. And I guess the locals call Washington, D.C. Manhattan South because it's, like kind of recession proof. So it's a good neighborhood. There's a lot of faces. It's very diverse. And you can tell that the people here have come from places that are community driven.
And I'm sure you're one of the favorite faces to see around there because I know that you have on many occasions given out ice cream to neighbors who may not be able to pay for it. And while that's a very kind gesture on your part, it's also afforded some of your customers a way to give back as well. Would you tell us the story of what's been happening in your shop over the last few months?
Sure. I come up in the mindset of it's not what you have, it's what you give. And so to kind of summarize what happened, when I say we didn't do this for publicity, we were just looking out for some of the kids that have always been in this neighborhood. I've lived here 20 years. And when I say that the community is being revitalized, there's lots of new buildings being built. There's lots of new neighbors coming in. And there's just some, this is one of the neighborhoods that there are some people that just can't afford the new prices of things. And I mean, all of us, when you go and get a dozen eggs nowadays, we're all feeling the same pinch. And so, it's just a gesture from my heart. One of the ladies that came in there, I have a circle of mommies that would come in every Friday. She kind of witnessed me being nice to somebody. And the next week she came in and she handed me an envelope. First of all, she comes every Friday and buys ice cream, whether rain or shine, right? So it's not about that.
As you should.
And then so she hands me this envelope and super busy. I get to the end of the day and I open the envelope and I'm like, there's $100 in it. And so the next time I see her, I was like, what is this for? She's like, I just want you to continue, right? We get it.
Blessing other people, yeah.
And I was so blown away, right? And so I posted a picture of it on my Instagram, and then here comes the best of people. People saw it and then they were like, hey, I want to give too, which is, I can talk about what that does.
What has it been like to see that, how generous people can be and how it's actually taken off in your ice cream shop?
So, we can believe what we have been fed, or you can actually see what's going on, right? Mm-hmm. And when you give people, I don't care what color we are, the opportunity to be who they are, they do what you expect them to. And people just started giving these envelopes. And I'm like, wait a minute, I don't want to get in trouble with IRS, right? But honestly, you put people in an environment where they do what they would naturally do. Mm-hmm. And people are givers. Most donations are from people that have less, so because we understand mm-hmm. how hard it is sometimes to make the ends meet. And so it's always like, oh, let me look out for somebody else. And that it just happens. So that does two purposes. It touches you twice, because when somebody comes and donates something for somebody else, you feel great about it. But then when you see the reaction of the person that got donated to, it's oh man, it's a great feeling. Man, when you give and people receive, it's wonderful to be in the middle of that. I get to see it on both ends. So it's great.
And like you said, this wasn't about notoriety or fame for you
Mm.
guys, but I think more than ever, people want to see other people doing good things. And your story was recently featured in the Washington Post. What's the response been like at a national level?
Yeah, well, it's humbling to say that. It's humbling to be a part of something good. Um, it's nice to be recognized, but it's so much better to be um, the person that is trying to play the background, but people won't let you because they won't stop. I'm getting letters from a guy in Chicago. Him and his wife sent a letter. I never laid eyes on these people. They sent a letter saying the next 100 scoops are on us.
Oh, wow.
What do you do to that? People are sending, it's, I don't know how to explain it, but it's nice to be, I describe it like a bear in the stream. Like all these nice things are running by. I'm just like, rawr. I don't know. It's nice to get the attention, but it's so nice that people are focusing on other people and
You
doing
got
something for the
you got
person.
this national attention, but coming back to the community, what do you hope your ice cream shop means to your community, to your home?
So it shows, like I said, not only the best of individuals, but it's the best of our communities. We're all the same. Everywhere I've gone in the world, everywhere I've gone in the country, people want opportunities for their family. They want to live a good life, and they want, to be able to prosper and to do the things that just make life simple and happy.
They
So.
want good ice cream. We're so lucky to have you on the show.
Yeah.
Before we let you go, we have to let the people know what's your favorite ice cream flavor and how can the viewers find more info about Everyday Sunday?
Right. So when it comes to like the ice creams, the one that I love the most is the cappuccino.
Okay.
I think the neighborhood favorite is the bourbon truffle or the banana pudding.
Ooh, say less.
Mm.
Yep.
Yeah. And to find us is easy. Just come down Kennedy Street. No, I'm just saying. But so our actual email is hello@Everyday Sunday, and that's spelled Sunday like ice cream DC. So hello@Everyday Sunday DC. Our Where you can like look at our menu. Every time we change a flavor, we change the menu. That's everydaysundaydc.com. And then our Instagram, that's where all the fun happens. Like I take pictures of the kids and, people are like holding their cones up. That's Everyday Sunday DC at Instagram. So.
Well,
Charles,
I'll actually be
amazing
out.
to have you here today. Yeah.
It's my pleasure. Thank you so much.
I'm coming to see you in about a week. All right. Right after the Washington Monument, it's you.
Thank you. We'll do our best not to let you down.
Oh man, just warms your heart. We hope it doesn't
Yeah.
melt the ice cream, but it's just so nice to hear the stories like that. And up next, we're going to keep it in the sweet category because waffles are perfect with ice cream and also for breakfast.